We start off every episode with a breakdown of a movie, a TV show, or a stand-up special. And because we have stand-up extraordinaire with us today, we're going to talk about some stand-up, right?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. What do y'all think about that new Dave Chappell special?
What was up with that intro?
Yeah, no,
I don't know, man. It just had me all excited. I just had to do something different.
They would never even announce it if it won an award like that. No one would ever say.
They would reverse their award decision as I was announcing it. Oh, come on. Nope, not having the award anymore. Doesn't get it after that.
And that rap shit up here.
All right, I'm sorry, Dave. Sorry, I disrespected your shit. My bad. But his two new specials, Equanimity, is that how you pronounce it?
Is that
I think it's Equanimity.
Equanimity?
Yeah, Equanimity. It's not Equanimity like Outcast.
The year of Aquarius.
Yeah, that's what I first thought. That's what came out. And then what's it? The Bird Revelation is the second one.
The Bird.
That was at the Comedy Store, right?
Yeah, that was the one.
The belly room.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Comedy Store.
That's the one that ended with like the 20-minute monologue. That was all like, whoa, this is not a joke. This is a real story.
Yeah, nah, but I've been to a show, I want to say it had to be like 3 years ago, and Dave Chappelle, he had did 4 hours of comedy on stage. 4 hours. It was ridiculous.
Really?
Straight 4 hours. And had a cigarette in his mouth the whole time.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, the Comedy Store life and whatnot. You know, being with the Ding Dong Show and being there. I see Dave Chappelle like 4 times a month.
Yeah.
And shit, it's like to the point now where I just be like, yo, what's up? Then push the nigga to the side. Like, yo, what's up? And didn't kill the stage. He'd be up there for like 3-4 hours. And shit, it's always cigarette butts left over. When he's done, that's how you know Dave Chappelle was here. You look at the ground, it's like tracking an animal. It's like, Dave Chappelle was here.
Doesn't he do the Kinnison spot in the OR? Every once in a while?
Well, what it is Don Barris does the Kinnison spot. He closes out. You know, we got Robert William Aberby at the end of the night, 30, 40, 50 years, whatever, doing it, blah, 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 blah. But every once in a while, Dave comes up, he wants to throw down, he'll take it over. Like when he recorded the recent special, he kicked our out on the street Monday night. We had to do the Ding Dong Show on the curb like a bunch of bitches.
What?
I was talking shit. I was like, fuck Dave Chappelle. How you gonna kick us out of the room? Because I didn't know what it was for. Fuck that, man, la, 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 la. And then I seen the special, I was just like, yeah, that's a good look.
That's good.
Look,
yo, not to mention, it was a night that I had invited a friend over. Yo, I was like, yo, I'm about to bring you over to the Ding Dong Show. My homie, he's a big part of it. You know, it's kind of a big deal. You know what I mean? So you might want to come through. Okay, big deal. He brought a friend. We show up there and like, yo, so where's the Ding Dong Show? Yeah, it's on the curb tonight, fellas.
On the sidewalk in front of the store.
Yeah.
Like,
That's funny.
It was crazy because we were sitting there trying to watch the Ding Dong Show and we were like smoking a bowl out front and everything, but I'm like, God damn, I want a beer. And I had to like leave and go inside and drink the beer inside the patio and then like pound it. We might as well just done shots instead of drinking beer. That way we could have come back earlier.
Right.
That's called alcoholism. You know?
Nah, man.
Yeah, turn that one down.
Yeah.
Bro, it was the first drinks of the night. What do you mean?
That's right. Mom, gotta get it.
I didn't want to
fast.
miss the show.
You've got to enjoy the show. You got to be there, be a full participant.
It's tough.
Whatever,
Gotta
Dave
go all
Chappelle.
in.
You fucked my alcoholism by making us go on the street corner, bro. Bumping us.
He exposed it. That's all he did was expose it.
It was an experience, though. Thank you,
But
Dave
all right.
Chappelle.
So about the specials themselves, though, what do you guys think? Like the content, the bits, like his style has changed, I think, from his previous two that he released on Netflix to
I
now
agree.
these two.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, for me, I didn't see the first one, so I just saw the second one, so I'll just comment on that and get out the way. As far as Dave Chappelle's demeanor, I think he's just more serious as he walked away from the show. He's seen a lot. He's gained weight. He's like tough. He'll knock a motherfucker out now. If you notice, he's sturdy now. And so I think he looks at life a little more serious. So this second one was, man, it was hard. I thought he was just gonna fuck around a little bit. He came out there and he went in. He went in, like upset some people, grabbed a couple coochies, knocked out a couple people, hung a couple Ku Klux Klan members, then went back home, ripped it back up, and then served it to you nice and cold. So that was dope.
That's an experience right there, bro. Yeah.
Dope.
No, but I just thought that he was just so real. You know what I'm saying? In comedy with him, he pushed the envelope. He pushed it took it to the whole different level. And he's almost like a motivational speaker comedian now, I feel.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
definitely.
Yeah, so he switched his whole style of how he used to do comedy and how the special is right now. It's a whole different level.
But his motivation is somewhat like layered within, like it's like hidden within the layers of what he's telling you. It's not really outright, you know. It's when you're reciting it to someone else is when you actually hear it, you know. If I were to tell someone one of my favorite bits about the show or his performance, that's when the motivational stuff that you're talking about. That's when you can really see it from the person who's dictating. Like if I was telling you a joke, it's like, oh shit. Well, that's what makes it funny. It's not as arrogant as it looks on stage.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't think he cares if you laugh.
No, he doesn't.
I don't think he does at all.
That's the difference. I think he used to care if you laughed before, and then like he even said he left the show because he got a laugh he didn't want while he was recording that he felt was like, wait, that wasn't supposed to be funny. You enjoyed it too much, motherfucker. Yeah. Wait a minute. I need to reevaluuate.
I mean, I think he left the show for like the executives over there.
No, he literally said this in an actual interview, but look it up, boo.
All right.
No,
he literally said it in an actual interview.
I think he didn't want to lose his sanity. Lose who he was and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
He was doing anything for a laugh, and I think he was like, wait a minute, I'm doing anything for a laugh, but now I'm getting laughs I ain't even doing anything for. So I think now he's switched to that, you know, because he's, you know, legendary status, top 10 all-time situation as people treat him, you know what I mean? And I'm sure like every comedian, if you're a really truly humble great, you don't look at yourself as anywhere in the top 100 probably. You probably got 50 niggas that nobody ever heard of you love, you know what I mean? But in the end, I think he's come to that realization, and now he's just like, fuck it, I got the money, I got fuck you money, I'm on that Cat Williams, like he just ain't smacking white people in Walmart yet.
Well, you know, the way I was going to feel about the whole program and the way he put it down is, first of all, I believe I'm the best at what I do. I don't know what you're talking about. Someone thinking that they're not the best. I think I'm the best.
Well, I mean, you have to put it like this: to know you're the best is to know there's more to learn. You know what I mean? Like to be truly great, to know what greatness is, you have to know there's more to learn. This is why I have a Kobe Bryant issue, because I felt like after Isaiah Thomas told him he was the greatest player in the world, he stopped really developing his game.
Kobe? Is he Kobe?
Yep. He stayed on the offensive side, but didn't develop his body. Like Michael Jordan was skinny like him when he first started, but then when Michael Jordan was supposed to be great, he went back and he came back with bigger muscles, and he came back stronger, and he came back a little tougher, and he came back a little colder. You know what I mean? And I think that when Kobe Bryant, he had hit that echelon so early, being spoon-fed to the great team with Shaq and them and all that early, there was no, it's like trap rappers now, there's no competition level. Like Jay-Z's 444 was great, but it's only because the competition level's so low that it really came out through the worst rapping I ever heard in my life on the track. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
All right, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
It was weak.
Watch your mouth. Right,
weakest Jay-Z ever. I mean, I'm talking on Jay-Z level. We're talking not rapping like me rapping. I'm talking or us rapping or some regular nut dude rapping. I'm talking on Jay-Z level rapping. Just like Vlad says, Nas is the worst beat picker on Nas level shit. Jay-Z, from the Jay-Z I know, from the old school, Hard Knock Life, the back in the day, the real Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt, what? Fast rapping Jay-Z, kicking it except watching me. What? That was crazy. Yeah. And now he gonna come with that, yo, I'm chilling with the such and such, yo. And then I went, whoa.
That's just blasphemy.
Yeah, people like, I'm like, all right, man, calm down.
Leave that Philadelphia shit over
I'm just
there,
keeping it real. Like, I bet you if somebody told him to their face, he'd be like, yeah, I know.
Well, here's the thing, Carl. The reason Neil said that is because he has a whole bit about calling himself the best in his first episode that you didn't see.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. So,
but you're supposed to think you're the best.
I don't remember saying that.
Yeah,
but you're supposed to think you're the best because you have to have the confidence to go forward and to drive forward and to believe. That's what makes stars. That's the difference between a star and a role player. There's people like those high draft picks that are supposed to be like Wes Johnson and such and such win. It's supposed to be great. Yeah. He's number one Heisman winning quarterback. It's supposed to be great. It's supposed to be all that. Get the fuck in there. Johnny Football can't throw shit. You know what I mean? You can't do shit. You know what I'm saying? You thought you was dope, motherfucker, because everybody doesn't really have that true hunger, that desire.
Hold on. Pump those brakes real quick. Because here are 2 points. First of all, I think I hear what you're saying, but I disagree with it in these two instances because Chappelle. Okay, he said that in his special, I Am the Greatest, and then he goes, look, I'll start with a punchline and then work my way and write a joke around it. Brilliant. And then he gave an example of that and then delivered the punchline when we least expected it as an audience. Like, I got fucking off track. Yeah. And then he even was like, see, I even did that.
I thought it was a beast. It was slick. You know what I'm saying?
You saw it coming before
and you're assuming that by making that statement, you're saying that, like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but like there is no other competition with the Jay-Z and the rap analogy. I agree with that. That
the competition is
so
low.
low. Right now, I believe the competition is so fucking high for stand-up, man. You look at some of the comedians are out there that are just killing.
Well, the thing you gotta understand about stand-up, it is subjective. Similar to music,
that's true.
It's extremely subjective. There are people that can't stand to hear Dave Chappelle's motherfucking mouth open. There's people that can't stand to hear motherfucking Kevin Hart. There's
Right,
people who
but there's
couldn't
more
stand
of a
Martin Lawrence
volume.
back in the day. There's people who couldn't stand Michael Jordan, and I can't stand Kobe Bryant.
Dude,
the point
you
is,
could. There's no.
You're looking at it
So,
from.
Cole, you know
No,
you're on the
no,
West
check it
Coast.
out, Carl.
He's a
There's
Kobe
more.
hater.
Telling you,
There's
dog.
more. Hold on, check it out. Because there's more stand-up available now for people to watch than there was 10, 20 years ago.
Like
so
it is with
I don't
rap?
think it's the quality.
It's like
Like
a
she
mixtape.
can
I
make
think
a
it's
rap
the
song
right-
right now on this laptop.
Well, yeah, but I think
Put it out before we finish this
the
recording.
quality of the
And it'll
rap.
have more views than we probably gonna get for this recording.
Yeah, but rap right then went through a filter. Comedy didn't go through necessarily as much of a filter. You could see some HBO specials, Showtime specials, some Comedy Central specials that weren't that funny.
Yeah.
And if you look at a ratio between not funny and the volume at that time period during the 90s, I think that it's just a little, I think that it's a little bit like it worked. That analogy works for the music industry, but I don't think it works for stand-up.
I don't know. I think it works for all forms of entertainment because just like comedians, they have to deal with the mainstream and the real shit, the commercial shit, and this. Some comedians are comedian. This stuff that comedians, like GT is a great example. He's funny to comedians, but the average person is like, get the fuck away from me, you sicko. Comedian's like, yeah, he kind of funny, but it's a comedian. It's just like a certain art.
I love GT, but let me,
he scares the fuck out of me.
Let me be real. I love
He's just a good guy.
GT, but he is not funny.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's terribly funny, but
Exactly.
He's a good guy. What he's behind, man. He's just two different
he is.
people. You know what I'm saying? He on
Totally.
stage and like, I don't know what the hell he be doing.
He
sometimes.
plays a character
Yeah.
kind of on
he's a-
stage.
But
So
you know
like,
what? You're a
let's
chill
be
dude.
clear that's GT.
yeah, I mean GT
that-
is the
that's
modern
it.
day
That is-
Tony Clifton.
That's him.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think you understand. Wait, I don't think you understand. That's really GT.
But as a side note-
His personality, that's him.
really him. That's 110. GT is the most honest person that has ever lived.
But the side note
that's
is
why he's such an asshole.
Yeah, no, he's mad honest.
The side note about Mr. Gangster Taco is the fact that the character that we see that is so outlandish. The thing is, that's not what he promotes on stage. You know, he tries to be something else. He actually tries to be the comedy, the stand-up comic version of what we see. You know, where he should just be that on stage, and then that would be more appealing. That would be more like, holy shit, that would be more of a selling point.
It depends on the writing. It depends on the
it's like-
jokes
it's
that
like-
are
It
written. and
depends how he
you get to-
delivers it too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
But you know, some people. I think when you do stand-up comedy, you have to have your own voice. I mean, you got to stand for something. You can't break. You know what I'm saying? The thing about comedy, everybody's their own personality. So as long as you can stick to you to the fullest, it's a funny bit. You know what I'm saying? But I also think that you got somebody like Kevin Hart, who I think is a straight hustler. You know what I'm saying? He got there, he
Hard
tours,
work.
he
Hard work.
does everything, and he's motivated to do like a special every year.
Yeah, that's the difference between
Every
a
year,
star and
yeah.
like somebody else. You can have all the talent and skills in the world and be drafted out and slip through, but once you get into the main area, it takes a certain drive to keep at. That's why Lauryn Hill dipped away. Like some people they don't have that
The psyche. It's a psyche.
It's like they're not built for it, dog.
The one thing I was gonna say about Chappelle, part of his greatness, and also what I like about Jay-Z as well. He's one of my favorites as well, is because to me they don't have like a rap voice and they don't have like a comic stand-up voice. You know, so when they're on stage, it feels like they're talking to me. When Jay-Z's on a song, it sounds like he's actually talking to me. And with that point. With Jay-Z songs, I don't know when his rhyme is coming. Like he can rhyme in the middle of his sentence, and that's the rhyming point. Like other rap artists, I know the word that they're rhyming with on this bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With Jay-Z, I don't know what the rhyme is. Oh shit, that's the word he's rhyming with.
Well,
Same thing also. Same thing. Hold on. Same thing also with Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
With him on stage, I don't know when the joke is. Like some.
You don't see it coming.
Some comics will like build up with their cadence, the way they're talking. Okay, this is the part that's supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
Now with Dave Chappelle, you know what I mean? He might say 3 things in one sentence, and we each find something part of that sentence funny.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
think
mean?
He's pretty fast with it too.
Yeah.
he's like really perfected the style of mixing a bit with a story.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like he'll like almost take a story and then take that story and digest it and branch it out into bits.
And the thing is, every sentence of the story is a joke.
There's no
It
fat.
makes sense.
No
It makes sense.
fucking
Every
Boom,
fat.
boom, boom,
sentence is a
boom.
joke.
Yeah.
It's
And some of it's like you said, it's his cadence and the way he says it, because some of it is not even a joke. He just says it and it's funny to him, so he laughs. And it's like that thing where like if somebody else laughs,
he slaps
you laugh.
Mic on his leg.
Yeah, he slaps that mic on his leg.
He's having so much fun up there.
And just because he's having fun, I think the audience is like, yeah, that was pretty funny. It's almost more of a conversation where he's shooting the shit versus he's on stage performing.
Yeah, that's how he switched it up. I would agree with that.
Because if you look at like, what is it, Killing Them Softly, like his earlier stuff, it is just him, like when he's in DC, it's him standing on stage telling jokes, telling bits, not even stories. They're just like one after another.
Boom, boom,